Hallo und willkommen. Ich bin Meister Lenz and you're watching Get Germanized, how to improve your language skills in just a couple of months, aka the Lingoda language marathon.
I am bored. What should I do?
Ich weiß.
Get Germanized.
If you are a regular on this channel, you will know the Lingoda language marathon by now, but for everyone else, this is a one-time offer this year to improve, to skyrocket your language skills in many different languages, including English, German, Business English. This is a new addition to the marathon. Last time it wasn't included yet, so Business English is in there now, Spanish and also French. But of course, the main focus for most of you will probably lie on German and maybe English as well, since this is an English-speaking and German-speaking channel mixed together. So definitely hear me out on this. Lingoda has once again offered you the chance to participate in the marathon, in the Lingoda language marathon, which lasts for 3 months and gives you the opportunity to take part in language classes every single day. And at the end of it, you even have the chance to get a full refund. For those of you who are new to this channel, I have linked the videos I have filmed about Lingoda, the review. I've linked those in the video description, and I'm also going to tell you a little bit more about the company itself right now. Keep watching for your chance to, well, enter the marathon and learn more about how to receive that full refund after the 3 months come to a close. Lingoda is of course an online language learning school, and that means that you can access it from anywhere in the world at any given time. It will give you the possibility to connect with teachers and students from all over the world in a virtual classroom. That means you're able to interact with everyone, to speak to them, to ask them questions, and everything that you could usually do in a normal classroom setting, just online. And I know some of you might be worried, what if the courses are ginormous, massive, gigantic, and don't let me ask questions? Maybe there's too many people wanting to know stuff. But no, don't be afraid of that, because the course sizes are very small. What this means is that you will get the chance to have face-to-face lessons. You'll get qualified native teachers from all around the world. You can access your classes 24/7, and you can choose between private and group classes that are being held in a virtual classroom via Zoom. And of course, classes are even available during the weekends and evening hours. So if you do have a very busy lifestyle, then, well, no need to travel anywhere, because you can access the classes from your device. I've tested this out myself and it works really well. I mean, of course, there might be technical issues every now and then. It's technology, nothing is perfect, but it is very close. So let's talk about the marathon. How does it work? What is it exactly? The marathon, like any other sports event, even if it's just sports of the mind, will give you the chance to challenge yourself, to really change your life, because after these 3 months you will have significantly improved, well, the language of your choice, and that might give you opportunities in your job, in your life in general, make friends speaking with that language. It's gonna be fantastic. I speak from experience here, because back then when I learned English for the first time, I was fascinated by how many opportunities it really gave me to, well, change myself and the way I was approaching the world. So know that it is a challenge, but it's a worthwhile challenge. Remember this important detail: you have to take 1 class every day for 3 months. That makes 30 classes per month to get a refund on your course. In the month of December, students are allowed to miss classes on any or all of the 24th, 25th and 26th of December. That's for the Christmas holidays. Also, of course, October and December have 31 days, so in those months you just have to take 30 classes a month and not 31. But if you manage to do that, the reward is significant. And it's not only monetary. It's not only that you don't have to pay at the end because you get a refund. No, it pays off with a boosted confidence. You won't be scared to speak anymore, because you know your stuff by then. So definitely keep that in mind as well. It's not only material, it's also here. The language marathon will officially begin, will start at the 1st of October 2018 and last until the 1st of January 2019. There were language marathons before, and there's an addition to the newest one. Like I mentioned before, there's now also the possibility to choose business English. This is only for people who have studied English before, who are at the B2 level at least. So keep that in mind. It is a course for intermediate learners. Potential rewards from this course are, of course, moving up in the workplace, just impressing your coworkers and your boss, maybe even just being able to converse in a more articulated manner in the workplace as well. And that alone is worth it, I believe. With this, you will be ready for job interviews, you'll be able to host presentations and business meetings and much more. But with the language marathon in general, keep in mind that there are courses for any level. Beginners, intermediate, experts, they have it all. And of course, you don't need to worry about buying additional learning materials. They are all provided by Lingoda and can be accessed through your student's platform online. As mentioned before, you will have to participate in an agreed number of group classes each month. For the full marathon, that would be 30 classes each month for, 3 months in a row. But you can also do a half marathon instead of the full marathon. That means only 15 group classes a month instead of the full 30. Some of you might now be worried that, maybe you will have to take classes on Christmas, and you don't really want to do that on Christmas, since that is time for celebration, for time with your family, and for goody goodness in your mouth and belly and presents. Well, I completely understand that, and Lingoda of course does as well, so you don't have to take classes during the Christmas holidays. Specifically on the 24th, 25th and 26th of December. During that time period, you do not have to take any classes at all, and you still have the chance for a full refund. So how can you participate in the marathon? Regardless of whether you've already taken part in a previous language marathon or you're completely new to it, you can still partake no matter what. You will have to sign up before September 21st, 2018 using the link in the video description. It's very easy to see down there, and of course you can also use this voucher code that I'm presenting to you right now. With this voucher code you will get you will get special things. For example, Lingoda usually charges an entrance fee for the marathon, but with this code you can reduce it significantly. Instead of having to pay €5, $6 or 320 rubles, you will only have to pay 50 cents in euros or dollars or 60 rubles. And you can then start taking courses beginning from the 15th of September. After paying that entrance fee, you will automatically be subscribed to Lingoda for 3 months, and they will charge you a certain amount every month. And of course, if you participated in all necessary group classes, they will give you a full refund at the end of it. As you definitely already noticed, the only catch here really is that you will have to pay, at first. Depending on which language you chose and which marathon you're participating in, the costs vary. But again, keep in mind that you will get that money back if you participate regularly, if you fulfill all the requirements in the terms and conditions. There's no trick here whatsoever. They're not trying to cheat you out of your money. It is really just your own dedication and determination that will, decide if you get the money back or not. And of course, if you miss a class or forget to book it, even though you might not get a full refund at the end of it, you will still be able to continue the marathon. So don't worry about that either. Also, you will not be charged until the 24th of September if you subscribe right away. But you can of course still cancel your participation if you wish to. For this you have time, 14 days after you paid the entrance fee. That means you can stop the transaction or get a refund for your first payment. So some of you might be asking yourselves, why should I join this? It sounds like a lot of work. Yes, it is a lot of work, just like any significant change to your life is. Nothing that is worthwhile can be done in a day. You will have to get your butt up out of your chair. Not really, actually. You can leave your butt in your chair because this is not a real sports marathon. But it is a lot of work nevertheless. Mental work, if anywhere. You will have to work in here. But the results speak for themselves. And if you don't believe me, you don't have to. But look, I would hope you do, but look at these testimonials that former participants have given. So don't miss this language marathon. You can save up to 800 euros. That's insane. And also at the same time improve your language confidence, your speaking confidence, your language skills overall. You can even advance in your career with these improved language skills. So don't let this chance go by unused. Another reason to join are the teachers at Lingoda. They're all qualified professionals. They have experience with teaching for many years, and they will be able to, well, give you advice on topics you have questions about and much more, just like any real teacher would. The group online classes, like mentioned before, are relatively small. The group size is usually about 4 people. Might vary, of course, no promises here, but it is not a huge course size. Keep in mind that places in the marathon itself are limited, so sign up now before your spot is gone. Again, the closing date is the 21st of September 2018. Every participant will get their credits on the 24th of September, so that you can book the courses for the marathon well in advance, which is, well, a smart thing to do if you ask me, so that you can start taking them on the 1st of October, which is of course also the starting date of the marathon. Here are some tips from previous participants for the language marathon itself. Use a computer or laptop as your device of choice and make sure that all your audio microphone settings are working 15 minutes in advance of your classes. Also check your internet connection, well, as soon as you can before the classes. Make sure that everything is top-notch, that everything is working before the class starts. And if you want to, before the class begins, you can already look through the course material and make sure that you understand exactly what is being taught there, because you already have read through it all. That's of course not mandatory, but it's helpful. Have a glass of water or any other kind of refreshment nearby, since you might, well, pretty sure actually about that, you might do a lot of talking. And the next thing goes without saying, a quiet room and a relaxed setting will of course help you learn better and focus better on the course. And if there should be technical issues that are, well, out of your control, you have to contact Lingoda and confirm it with your teacher, so that he can tell Lingoda, well, yeah, it wasn't his fault or her fault, it's just a technical issue. And then you will still be able to continue the marathon to get your full refund at the end, if it's not your fault. They will also refund you for that course credit, but you will only be able to use that after the marathon. Booking the classes in advance, like I mentioned before, is very important. I've mentioned this in previous videos, but 7 days beforehand is a good time to book your course, just because, well, then you can make sure that you get into the course of your choosing, that you get the best course for you, like time-wise and content-wise and experience level-wise as well. And like with any other contest, I strongly urge you to read through the terms and conditions before entering the language marathon. So I hope you got all the necessary information out of this video, and that you are just as excited as I am for the new Lingoda language marathon in 2018. And please, before or during and after, let me know your experiences with the marathon itself in the comments. I'm super interested to hear what the new participants have to say about it, because I know that many of the former participants are very happy with it, and I'm, well, always glad to hear that what I offer you has actually helped you. So get your marathon on, use the link in the video description with this voucher code for a reduced entrance fee. And apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to get Germanized. Goodbye and auf Wiedersehen.